Hi, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, and I have a little ditty to read to you, so pardon me if I look off to the side to read. But this this little thing that I'm going to read, I heard probably 30 or more years ago, and I used to listen to Dr. Laura Schlesinger. She's like a radio psychologist from years ago, and she read this for Christmas, and it was so funny at the end that she could barely get through it. So hopefully I'll be able to do that. So bear with me. Here we go. This is called An Engineer's Concept of Santa Claus. There are approximately 2 billion children under 18 in the world. However, Santa does not visit children of Muslim, Hindu, Jewish, or Buddhist, except maybe in Japan, religions, and this reduces the workload for Christmas night to 15% of the total, or 378 million, according to the Population Reference Bureau, at an average census rate of 3.5 children per household. That comes to 108 million homes, presuming there's at least one good child in each home. Santa has about 31 hours of Christmas to work with, thanks to the different time zones, the rotation of the earth, assuming east to west, which seems logical. This works out to about 9.67 visits per second. This is to say that for each Christian household with a good child, Santa has around 1,000th of a second to park the sleigh, hop out, jump down the chimney, fill the stocking, and distribute the remaining presents under the tree. Eat whatever snacks they've left for him, get back up the chimney, jump into the sleigh, and get to the next house. So, assuming that each of these 108 million stops is evenly distributed around the earth, which we know is false, but for the purposes of calculations, we're now talking about 0.78 miles per household, a total trip of 75.5 million miles, not counting bathroom stops or breaks. This means Santa's sleigh is moving at 650 miles per second, 3,000 times the speed of sound. For purposes of comparison, the fastest man-made vehicle, the Ulysses space probe, moves at a pokey 27.4 miles per second, and a conventional reindeer can run at best 15 miles an hour. So, the payload of the sleigh adds another interesting element. Assuming that each child gets nothing more than a medium-sized Lego set, which is about 2 pounds, the sleigh is carrying over 500,000 tons, not counting Santa himself. On land, a conventional reindeer can pull no more than 300 pounds. Even granting that the flying reindeer can pull 10 times the normal amount, the job can't be done with 8 or even 9 of them. Santa would need 360,000 reindeer. This increases the payload, not counting the weight of the sleigh, and another 54,000 tons, or roughly 7 times the weight of the Queen Elizabeth, the ship, not the Monarch. So 600,000 tons is traveling at 650 miles per second, creates enormous air resistance. This would heat here we go. This would heat up the reindeer in the same fashion as spacecraft re-entering the atmosphere. Okay, let me see if I can get through this. The reindeer would absorb 14.3 quintillion joules of energy per second. In short, they would burst into flames almost instantly, exposing the reindeer behind them and creating a deafening sonic boom in their wake. The entire reindeer team would be okay. The entire reindeer team would be vaporized within the fifth house on the trip. Not that it matters, however, since Santa, as a result of accelerating from from dead stop to 650 miles per second in 00 or 0.001 second, would be subject to accelerations of force of 17,000 G's, as a 250-pound Santa, which seems kind of slim, would be pinned to the back of the sleigh by 4,315,015 pounds of force, instantly crushing his bones, organs, and reducing him to a quivering blob of pink goo. Therefore, if Santa did exist, he's dead now. Have a Merry Christmas, and yeah, you just have to Google an engineer's concept of Santa Claus if you want this, or just share the video. Thank you for watching, and to all my friends, family, classmates, from Shirley and I, we wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Thank you.